Hello everybody on YouTube. We're playing some Arkham Horror 3rd Edition, and it should be a good time. Here is our spaceship. This is the map that we are playing with today. I am playing the scenario Feast for Umordhoth, because, you know, there's nothing better than playing Arkham Horror the card game, getting the ghouls, Midnight Masks. So we're doing that in Arkham Horror 3rd Edition. I think it's the best. It's a really cool one-to-one kind of translation of the whole beginner campaign. Tresmillion, how's it going? The story so far. The ghouls that dwell beneath the earth hunger for the flesh of corpses, yet even they live in worshipful fear of the devourer below. But the ghouls are not the only worshippers of Umordhoth in Arkham. The starting space is the general store, and the worshippers of Umordhoth are set aside, which you might recognize some of the familiar faces from Arkham Horror the card game. Okay. So how this game works is it has something called the, I don't know what it's called, but they're your objective cards that you need to solve, and you need to figure them out and get through them to get through. So they are, it makes a story that constantly changes, an emergent narrative, if you will. So, outbreak. Windows are shut, curtains are drawn, doors locked. Citizens hurry through the streets, casting glances over their shoulders. A sinister unease gathers in the city, lurking on the rooftops and pooling in every shadow. As dread mounts, people and animals react in unpredictable ways, fleeing or lashing out at those around them. And with each new outbreak of fear and violence, the Ancient One grows stronger. As an effect and a rule for this game, if a space has 4 or more doom, remove 3 doom from that space, then place 1 doom in each other space in that neighborhood and 1 doom on the scenario sheet. So you can see that these spaces over here, this space has 1 doom. There's 4 doom, bad things happen. And then we have our storyline over here, our storyline cards. We have fresh meat. The steep gabled roofs of Arkham jut like teeth into the night sky, tearing through the fog that billows up from the Miskatonic River. The city sleeps at night, but something moves through the darkness. Corpses have been vanishing. From the morgue, from the graveyard, now the living are missing too. Saul Chandler, the butcher, and his wife Lita are among the missing, according to the gossip at Schaffner's General Store. Look at all these. We know all these people. Even the expedition to map Arkham's caves came to a bad end, and aside from Joe Meare at the asylum, none of their bodies were ever found either. You step into the Arkham night and stomp some of the cold out of your limbs. Someone has to do something, and apparently that someone is you. Oh, like and the werewolf has entered the giveaway! Make sure you enter the giveaway for a chance to win some sleeves. Just exclamation point ticket, space 1. When there are 3 or more clues on the scenario sheet, discard all clues from the scenario sheet and flip this card. Last thing here is we got the Hungerer below. With every fog-haunted night, Arkham is struck by more strange disappearances. Almost human footprints are found in the soft earth of the Protestant graveyard. Skulking figures are spotted climbing Hangman's Hill, and in back rooms and secret chambers, citizens of Arkham gather for a dark purpose. The scent of fear is heavy in the air as it is growing sense of anticipation. Something is coming, something that you feel in the back of your mind where your ancient ancestors felt the approach of predators that were too terrible to fight. When there is 8 or more doom on the scenario sheet, flip this card. I'm going to make a wild guess and say I'm not supposed to buy more than 1 ticket. That's a good guess. I also made it so you cannot buy more than 1 ticket. So, you have your 1 ticket. Hopefully it's the golden one. Okay, for our investigators today, we are playing Silas Marsh because I got to play him everywhere. And Stella Clark, because that was the other one I drew. So Stella Clark's ability is on the job. At the beginning of your first action phase of the game, you may move directly to any space. After you move 3 or more spaces during a single round, focus 1 skill of your choice. So focus increases the stats and allows us to do rerolls later on. My unique asset that I'm forced to play with is Delivery Truck. Each time I move out of a space, any unengaged investigators in that space may move with you. Move up to 2 spaces as an action, and I may perform a trade action before or after this move as an additional action. And then we got Snow Nor Rain. I chose this for my second talent. Once per turn, when you would fail a test, you may discard 1 Will Focus, or Brain Focus, to add 1 success to your test result. Silas over here, on the other hand, he has a tainted blood, as we all wish we had. Once per round, when a ready monster activates, you may choose any investigator to be its prey. Prey is not exactly like Arkham Horror, the card game. Prey actually works much more intuitive here. He says, checking to make sure he knows how Prey works. I did read this last night. I haven't played this game in a while, but I have. Yeah. Prey is very much more intuitive in this one than it is in Arkham Horror 3rd. Arkham Horror, the card game. My fishing net. During my turn, I may attach this item to a non-epic monster in my space to exhaust that monster. And it's attached. This monster cannot ready, and after you defeat this monster, gain the attached item. So I gotta put someone in a net. Good times. And then my adventurous spirit is my talent that I chose. During the encounter phase, each of your skills is increased by 1. So as you can see, some neighborhoods have clues in the middle, so we're going to be sniffing these clues out while trying to keep the doom down before 8 doom gets on the scenario card over here. Welcome to the spaceship that is Arkham Horror, that is Arkham City. It's going to be a good time. So, I got to take 2 actions on my turn, and we have a bunch of potential choices to make. I think the first thing we want to do, this enemy, this hooded stalker over here, he has move toward and engage the lowest strength, so that's going to be Stella. But if I don't go and fight him this turn, I'm not going to go shopping. And I do want to go shopping because we want to buy some things. So Silas is actually going to move into here, which causes this enemy to engage him. And then for our second action, we're going to attack this enemy. So I have 3 strength, he has 1 health, 0 modifier. I need 1 success, which is a 5 or a 6, to kill this guy. We unfortunately completely whiffed, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this guy in a net. So then we actually still get an encounter here, and we can kill him next turn. Alright, as for Stella, what we're going to do is we're going to start by focusing. 1, we can focus up to 2. We're going to focus Will here. And then we're going to, I think for our second action, I'm going to gather resources and gain $1. Okay, we're going to go to the encounter phase. So, or monster phase. Each ready monster activates. This guy is not ready. And then this guy, he is patrol, move towards the most doom. This all has an equal amount of doom, so he's going to stay in his location. Each engaged monster deals enemy, and then each exhausted monster enemies. And then this monster cannot ready, so he just stays there, so then we go to encounters. We're at the general store in Rivertown for Stella Clark. The store is busy, but as a valued customer, you receive assistance before others. You may buy any number of common items from the display. Oh, it's my good lucky day. As you shop, you hear plans to explore the complex system of caves beneath Arkham. You gain 1 clue from your neighborhood. Good start. I'm happy with this. So we're going to go shopping. We are going to definitely buy this knife. Any common items. And I think we're also going to spend 1 and we're going to buy this magnifying glass. So the knife obviously lets us fight more. And the magnifying glass lets us research more, which is how we put clues on the scenario sheet. You'll recognize the art. Hey, look at that. It's survival knife. Just a knife here, though. Just knife. And oh my god, is that magnifying glass? I actually don't think so. I think that's different art. Maybe I'm crazy. I've never actually looked at the magnifying glass art. Who knows? Okay. Over here, Silas is in the graveyard. So his ability is, his encounter... Lil Craven, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the goddamn table. It's a pleasure to have you. Let me just make this bigger because I actually have that on the full screen. Alright, Black Graveyard. The beam of your flashlight catches a corpulent body partially obscured by the underbrush. As you near the scaled corpse, its distended belly bursts open, and a swarm of chittering, chitinous eels surges towards you. Strength test. Alright, so I get Adventurous Spirit, so I get to roll 1 extra die. We're looking for a success here. We have a success. If you pass, gain 1 Remnant. Oh, Mike, 100 bits. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Mike, don't enter the giveaway. It's going to look corrupt if you do. Let me just add some bits to this. To our current fund. For a gingerbread... Oh my god, I hit the camera and I've ruined everything. Zoop! Oh, he's already rigged it? Nice. 1 second, just going to check my focus. Zoom in. It's still good. Okay, so on the plus side, we gained a remnant, which doesn't really have a huge thing right now, but it's still better than, you know, eels getting us. All right, we're going to go to the Mythos phase, so we're going to draw 2 tokens, starting with Stella, resolving them one at a time. And we got our first one here, which is spawn a monster. So we grab from the back of the deck. We have a Ghoul Acolyte, spawn at unstable space. The unstable space is currently the graveyard, so this guy's going to actually engage Silas Marsh. And then the second one, sorry, I just need the back of this book because it tells me what they are. Boom, all right. Stella's second card, second token for the Mythos phase, is Doom. All right, so that one we discard the top card, the bottom card of this deck, and we spawn with 1 Doom on Arkham Asylum. Spooky. Silas's first token is blank, so nothing, and his second token is blank. Okay. All right. Oh my god. Keep karate chopping this camera. We do want to get this fishing net back eventually. So I believe the monsters move with us if we move with Stella here. What are your thoughts on the difficulty of 3rd edition? Every time I play, I get my ass handed to me. I think that I haven't played in a while. I think I started to... At first, I always got my butt kicked in this game, but after playing it a bit more and realizing that this game has to be played in a very specific way, it's very much objective-driven. You can't just like do things for fun. It does get a little bit easier. Once you just understand that you always need to be pushing the objective. It's not like Arkham Horror 2nd Edition where you can have fun in the city of Arkham. This one is pretty much, you gotta frickin' go, and if you're not going, you're gonna lose. So on that note, how do we go this turn? We probably want to get up to Arkham Asylum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That cost me $3. We can't get there this turn because we do want to bring Silas with us. We really would love to bring Silas with us here. And in a perfect world, yeah, no fun allowed. Unless you like playing the objective, which is still, I mean, also kind of fun. I wager we're going to get back to this guy. Let's just check in the rules reference if an exhausted enemy... It is unengaged. So we can like come back for our net. Because if Stella goes first, we can at least move to La Bella Luna. But we actually probably realistically would rather go to the police station. The reason why I would rather go to the police station is it allows us to get items. And items are good. Items are good. Alternatively, we can start making our way up to Arkham Asylum. But we could go to the police station. And we could just, you know, try to research this clue. That doesn't seem too bad. All right, we're going to start with our delivery truck ability, which is move up to 2 spaces and you may perform a trade action. Oh, that's not a move action, huh? So we can't do her ability to actually spend it. Interesting. I really want to get Silas this knife. I really want to get Silas this knife. So this is going to be a bit not great. So we're going to move in here for our first action. And then we're going... Actually, no, this is still fine. And then we're going to move up to 2 spaces with our delivery truck. And I may perform a trade action before or after this movement. So we're going to give Silas this knife. And then we're going to move 2 spaces. 1, 2. And then after I move 3 or more spaces during a single round, I can focus 1 skill of my choice. So I moved 1, 2, 3. So I am going to focus probably I. Now, Silas, you're going to do some punching. So we're going to attack. We're going to attack the Ghoul Acolyte that's with us. So we get to roll 4 dice. He has a 0 modifier. We need 2 successes to kill him, and that looks like 3 successes. So he do be dead. He do be dead, and we gain another remnant. Okay. And I think we want to go do something else with our second action. I also really do like Arkham Horror 3rd Edition. I think it's a really fun game. I'm just trying to think of what we do with our second action here. We could move to go hang out with... go hang out with Stella. We also could focus some strength, because that's kind of the thing we're going to be doing. So yeah, we're going to focus some strength. Okay. Enemy phase. This guy's going to move towards the most doom. He has a speed of 2, so he's going to move 2 spaces. Easy. We'll then go to the encounter phase, starting with Stella. She's at the police station. You interrogate an accused grave robber. Do an influence check. So we're rolling 2 dice. We did roll a success. We got a 5 here. If you pass, the police use your information to recover stolen bodies and their possessions. You gain 1 common item and 1 clue from our neighborhood. Playing the LCG so much makes only 2 actions and 3E feels so weird. Yeah, I agree. It does feel like you can't really do anything, but you can do quite a bit. All right, so sorry, I'm just going to look at the gain, because I believe I can gain from the top of the deck as well. To gain, you either take an item of your choice from the display or take the top card of the item deck. Until you reveal cards. Shuffle any other cards and place them on the bottom. Yeah, no repeating actions either is also... I had to be like, oh yeah, that's how this works. Okay, so for common items, we got some ground pepper, which is, I believe, the Think on Your Feet art. During your turn, you may... Oh, no, this is not Think on Your Feet. This is the one where you can... you fight and you also evade or something like that. During your turn, you may discard this item to exhaust a monster in your space. Seems poopy. An investigator or ally in your space recovers 1 health for first aid kit. And then we got, after this item suffers 1 or more horror, you recover 1 sanity. That seems cool, but we're going to instead go off the top. We're looking for a common item. We got a baseball bat. You get +3 fist as part of an attack action. After this test ends, if you rolled at least 1-1, this item suffers 1 damage. Hey, it's the baseball bat from Arkham Horror Cheap Shot. That's it. Thank you. Sweet. Okay. We're still in the graveyard having a good time. Someone has dug up one of the graves and torn the body apart. You may test Brain to follow the creature to its lair or become delayed to set a trap for the beast's return. Yeah, we'll test Brain 3. So we got to do 4 because of our adventurous spirit. We pass. If you pass or become delayed, you corner the crazed ghoul and put it down, collecting the remains of its victims for reinterment. Gain $3 and 1 remnant. All right, we got to go do something with these remnants. Okay. Mythos Phase is starting with Stella. Stella gets a headline. Rogue, comet approaches. Comet never before detected by science. Will pass within 1 million miles of Earth. Absolutely no danger, says Miskatonic University professor. By Rex Murphy, staff writer, Arkham, Mass. Headline, rumor. Add this card to the codex and discard all other rumor headlines. As a reckoning, any investigator may spend 1 clue to discard this card, otherwise place 1 doom on this card. When there is 3 or doom on this card, resolve a Gateburst Mythos effect and then discard this card. Second one here is, doop, spawn a monster. So we're going to grab a Ghoul Acolyte, spawn at the unstable space, which is the police station. So that's with Stella, but luckily she's got a sick baseball bat. Silas, he gets some doom, which is going to spawn at the Historical Society. And then the second one is a headline. We have stuff that spawns clues, right? Yeah, we have 2. Okay, so we have a reckoning, 2 clues, a Gateburst, and a blank in there. Headline. Wild animal attacks Spike. Cats, dogs, livestock attacked. 2 missing persons blamed on animals. Wolves, bear, wildcats, likely culprits, police say. By Rex Murphy, staff writer, Arkham, Mass. Headline. Choose 1 non-epic monster in any space. You suffer damage equal to that monster's remaining health, then you defeat it. Well, we're going to choose this guy, because then we got our net back, and it's only 1 damage. 1 damage, which is pretty minor. Okay. Well, I think this is pretty simple. We're going to move here. We can engage and attack this monster. So we have 4, 5. So we're going to roll 5 dice. We need 2 successes to kill this guy. I see 1 success. But then we're going to put him in a fishing net. Might as well, right? Might as well. We can come back and kill him when we need to. Well, I suppose we actually could have put him in the fishing net first and then engaged him, because then I think he comes with us. He's just exhausted. So it's engage 1. Let's go to the quick reference. All right, let's go to engage. Or attack. Let's go to attack. So while you're engaged with a monster, you can still only focus, attack, or evade. But we can still, yeah, we'll keep this guy with us, because he won't attack us, but then we just have to kill him before we can do anything else. We don't get an encounter, though. Let's leave him here, and then Stella's going to do some stuff. So Stella's going to do a research. So that's an observation, that's an eye test. So we're going to roll 5 dice, and each success we get to put a clue on the scenario card. Cool, so we'll put 1 up here. And then we're going to move, oh sorry, 1 second, we're actually going to be, 1, 2, 3, we're going to be a bit cheeky. I'm going to use my ability when I would fail a test. I can't do that. I can't be that cheeky, the game thought of everything. But actually I could use this to re-roll a die, maybe we'll get 1 more success. We didn't. Alright, well then we're going to move, we're going to use our delivery truck, so we're actually going to do a trade, and we're going to give Silas the baseball bat, and then we're going to move 2 spaces? No. We're going to just move 3. 1, 2, 3, paying $1 to move an extra space, and then we're going to gain a will as per our ability. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Encounter phase. Arkham Asylum. Sorry, enemy phase. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So this guy can actually just start moving down here. Okay, now we go encounter phase. Arkham Asylum. You check yourself into the asylum. You recover 2 sanity. You befriend one of the other patients who mumbles about cursed oaths and powers beyond the mortal. You decide to sneak him out. We're doing an eyeball check in chat. We want to pass this one because there might be a cameo from one of your favorite Arkham Horror the Card games here. We pass! If you pass, Daniel Chesterfield joined you. You know the guy. He says, you know the guy. Hey, I recognize him from that show. Oh my god, I love Daniel Chesterfield. There he is. Once per round, you may reroll any number of dice. Then if you don't have a dark pact, gain 1. Oh god, that's terrible. That's terrible, but at least we got Daniel Chesterfield here. At least we got that. Alright, we're going to do a police station here as Silas. Deputy Dingby says you forgot something last time you were here, but you don't recall doing so. Still, the deputy insists, so you pick through the lost and found anyway. You gain 1 common item with a value of 3 or less. We're going to do Token of Faith. So after this item suffers 1 or more horror, you may recover 1 sanity. Sweet. What kind of fish is Justin? I'm a puffer fish. Always. Always a puffer fish. Alright, we're going to start with Stella. When is the drawing? The drawing will be at the end of this game. Boom! We get some Doom, which is going to be on Hibbs Roadhouse and the police station. No, synthetic. We do not need the kit. We already have kits from them. Alright, her second one is Spawn a Clue. So that's going to be Uptown down here, which we are going to need to get to. Boop. Excuse me. Alright, and then we go to Silas's first token, which is a Reckoning. So place 1 Doom on this sheet. We are 1 of 8. And then we place a Doom on this card. What's Uptown? Don't you dare try to get me with this astute Dunsparce. Second one here. Whoop, is a blank. Okay. Well, things don't seem great. I mean, I think it's still going to be fine. We're going to have Silas go first. He's going to try to kill this guy. So we're going to attack him at 5. No modifier. Nice. -0. We need 1 success. I'm going to try doing a reroll. If only I could spend remnants on literally anything. We're going to focus a strength for our last action. Alright, Stella, you're going to try to ward some Doom. So we're doing a book test. Nice, we'll get rid of one of these Dooms. And then we're going to try to research, get a clue out of here. Nice. Boom. Alright, we need 1 more clue on the agenda. Or on the scenario card. In Arkham, do things ever seem great, even when they're going well? Yeah, I think so. I'm very pro-ghoul. And when you're pro-ghoul, it's very easy to see that things are going good. Alright. I'm here. Okay. Arkham Asylum. You overhear Nurse Heather complaining that her mother can't afford rent. You may spend $2 to contribute to the worthy cause. If you do, Nurse Heather quietly bumps you to the head of the line for treatment with Dr. Badeau. You or an ally recovers 3 sanity. No, thank you. Police station. Trembling and bloody, an officer asks you if he has gone mad or if what he saw was real. Handshake. I'm going to tell him it was real. And it wasn't. If you pass... Ooh, we really want to pass this. I'll spend this. We'll go for a reroll. Frick me. Frick me! That would have been nice. Oh well, what can you do? Let's go to the Mythos Phase. Spawn a clue in Rivertown. That's nice. We could potentially get that on our way somewhere else. That is kind of convenient. So one thing as well is that the sleeves that are for the giveaway I am currently playing with, and I can tell you right now, they're nice sleeves. They are very nice sleeves. A lot better than the Ultra Pro sleeves that I buy for the channel the majority of the time. They are very good. And then we're going to have a gate burst, which is a little bit spooky. Excuse me? Gate burst, take the top card in each space. Absolutely love this game. Yeah, it's a fun one. It's a fun one. I also really, really dig it. If you want sleeves for it, be sure to enter our giveaway. We're doing 2 giveaways today for sleeve kits from Riker Games. They make sleeves, and they are very nice sleeves. It doesn't like you. That is very fair. Right now, it's also not liking me. It's not liking me right now. But maybe we'll have more luck in our... I mean, there's still a lot of game left. Okay. We have... Boom. And that's a Reckoning. And then Silas's second one is... Blank. Okay. Not terrible. Not terrible. Alright, let's try to actually kill this guy here. We only need 1 success. I'm taking 4. He's dead. Give me my fishing net back, you son of a gun. Okay, and then my second action... I think we're going to move 1, 2, and I'm going to spend $1 to move an extra space. As for you, Stella, you're going to spend $1 to move 3 spaces. And then we're going to time roller. How's it going? Then we're going to try to ward. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. We get a remnant for removing 2 of those. Alright, this guy's happy to party over here still. He's having a grand old time, so we're going to do a police station encounter. A lunatic in handcuffs loudly boasts of future crime. Spawn 1 clue. He happens to be doing the crimes here. You relate what you know about the criminal. Eyeball check. So we're going to do 3. Oh, we got to do 4. We pass. The detective nods and tells an officer, find something to keep the citizen safe. You gain 1 common item. Oh, what do they give me? Let's find out. When are you going to draw the winter cam? It's going to be at the end of this game. At the end of this game. Whoop. What are they going to give me to protect myself with? Fine clothes. Once per round, you may pay half price, rounded up while buying an item. All right. I guess I'm going to say thanks. Thanks for the clothes. We have general store for Silas. This can go on the bottom. General store. Davy Schaffner gestures to a waterlogged parcel by the back door. That came in my last shipment and I didn't order it. It's yours if you want it. I don't think I want to keep it around. When you look at the package, you feel pressure in your head like your ears are about to pop. You may become tainted to gain one common item. After you draw a blank or spawn clue mythos, place one doom. I think I'll do it. I'll try it out. It's the shotgun. That was totally worth it. Oh my god. I was like, I hope I get the shotgun. And then we got the shotgun. Alright. That's great. Oh boy. That's awesome. Okay. Let's go to the Mythos Phase. We have a blank on Stella, so she is not tainted, so she will not have that. And then we have a doom on Stella, which is going to go on Hibbs Roadhouse and the police station. Silas Marsh, on the other hand, he gains a doom, which is going to go on Arkham Asylum. And also, a headline. We would love a rumor. Curfew established. Sheriff Engel calls curfew routine. 3 missing persons in affected neighborhoods. Authorities insist nothing wrong. By A.P. Jessup, staff writer, Arkham, Mass. Headline. You suffer 1 damage for each monster in your neighborhood. Bye! Bye! Okay, well, Silas wants to go kill a monster. I'm eventually going to make personal player characters for this game. That sounds fun. But we also want to start getting some clues. So I think getting clues is ultimately more important than killing a monster this turn. So let's move to Hangman's Hill. And you know what? We're actually going to focus book, so we can maybe start warding. We're going to, as Stella, we're going to try a ward. That's good enough for me. Then we're going to move up to Hibbs Roadhouse. This guy's going to go 1-2 because he senses a bunch of doom up there. And then we're going to encounters. We got Hibbs Roadhouse for Stella. Patrons are upset about grave robberies and are recounting stories of their departed relatives. You gain 1 clue from this neighborhood. Oh, I didn't shuffle that back in. If you buy a few drinks with the guests, they begin to share cherished memories that comfort you. You may spend $1 for you or your ally to recover 3 sanity. Nah, that's okay. I don't care about your families. Up, down! Hangman's Hill. Recent rains have washed up an old coffin. You seal yourself and pry it open. We're doing a brain check, so we're going to roll 4 dice here. We fail. If you fail, the corpse's sightless eyes sockets stare into your soul. You suffer 1 horror. Spooky! Too spooky! You should set up something so that we can spend points to let you reroll. Oh, sure. I don't know the best way of doing that. I could do it in the... Yeah, if I did it in the... through Cthulhu coins. Oh. Spawn at most doom. There you go, Stella. Have a hooded stalker. Second one is, yeah, I can do it through the Cthulhu coins. The only problem is there's no like window to be like, hello, I would like to do this here right now. It's not like immediate. It's just like, it builds up then a bunch of, It builds up a bunch of rerolls that I just then I'll have to like reroll a bunch on a test. Unless it was like specific reroll on this test. Alright. For Silas, he drew a Gate Burst, which is in Rivertown. Man, still has a lot of cleaning to do, huh? I think I have to get a ward action going. Sorry, I think I need to get, Doom. General store. I think I need to get a lore focused on me. It could be nice if, yeah, I agree it would be nice if you could do audio alerts on redemptions. Then we'd have a bunch of people being like, Golden Mitchell, Golden Mitchell. Chain Dreamer, how's it going? Okay. Well, we're going to hit this guy with a baseball bat. We roll 5 dice. We need 1 success. He do be dead. We do roll a 1, so the baseball bat does take 1 damage. But this guy do be dead. Yeah, Golden Mitchell, Golden Mitchell, and then 1 more, Golden Mitchell. All right, and then for my second action, we're going to attempt to ward away some Doom. I would love to see 3 successes here. We saw 2. I'm going to reroll 1 of them. That seems awesome. Is there a point for remnants yet, or do people just collect them? They're like a hobby. We just get them for fun. Ooh, I should know. I should have actually researched. We're going to move 2, and we're going to try to ward. Good job, Silas. You suck. Okay. Enemy phase. Manson. Some events use remnants. Yeah, that's all there is, really, right? And like for spells. Otherwise, if you're Silas Marsh, you're like, I don't really care. Okay. Let's do encounters. Hibbs Roadhouse. The singer's tune comforts your troubled mind. You or your ally recovers 2 sanity. Her voice seems somehow hypnotic. You may spend $1 to stay a while longer. I don't have $1. We're up against Umordhoth, and we are Stella Clark and Silas Marsh. All right, general store. Davy turns away a fence to pawn her wares. You may spend $3 to buy what she offers. I have the cash. Let's do it. If you do, you discover she is a grave robber who has been selling corpses to a strange cult. You gain 1 common item with value 4 or less and a clue from our neighborhood. When is the giveaway drawn? When this game is done. When this game is done. You still get to recover sanity even if you damn the $1, right? Yeah, but I haven't taken any sanity. This Stella Clark, she's untouchable. She's as untouchable as she is in the card game. I gain a common item of cost 4 or less. I found a revolver. Okay. Mythos Phase. My only real... actually, I'm technically not an ally. Allies are specifically like Daniel Chesterfield over here. He has the subtype ally. I'm just some guy. I am an investigator. Headline. Asylum overflowing. New patients describe sense of dread, hallucinations. Doctors release some non-violent patients early. You suffer 1 horror for each doom in your space. Alright, well now I can start healing horror. Boop. Blank. Alright, Silas, you're going to spawn a clue and summon a monster. So when you spawn a clue, you put a doom in your space. Not cool, man. Not cool. We're going to get absolutely stomped, just so everybody knows. Things are not going well. And then we got monster. Did the taint effect go away when it triggers? No, not till the reckoning happens. We have a monster masked one spawn at most doom. That is with Silas, luckily. Elite has +1 health per investigator. After this monster attacks you, suffer 2 damage unless you place 1 doom in your space. Alright, well, you're probably going to get put in a net, just so you know. Just so you know, you're probably going to get put in a net. Unless we don't kill you with a shotgun. The shotgun is very strong. Alright, we're going to shotgun. So we get to roll 8 dice. I have 5, 6, so we'll roll 2 more. If we get 4 successes, and 6s count as 2 successes. So we have 1, 2, we got to roll 2 more. He just takes 2 damage. So that means it's net time, baby! Get in the net! Get in the net, you frickin' scrub. And then we're going to try to ward, I think. Silas, you suck. You're not built for this, but I need you to be built for this. Alright, Stella, you're going to attempt to research. Nice. Alright. When there are 3 or more clues on the scenario sheet, discard all clues from the scenario sheet and flip this card. We are on the next part of our emergent narrative. The corpse in the butcher shop must have been Saul Chandler once. Now it's nothing but a dismembered carcass, bones cracked and gnawed, flesh torn and eaten as if it was a wild animal had been set loose on it. While you're examining the scene, Lita Chandler, wild-eyed and carrying a torch, finds you. So I'm not facing this alone after all, she says. Then she gestures with the torch as a figure masked with a pharaoh skull approaches. Which I appreciate, frankly. This charming fellow is part of a cult that's spread throughout Arkham. My husband is just the latest victim of their ghoulish practices. If we work together, we can drag them into the light. The lead investigator gains Lita Chandler. We know her. She's from the show. Lita. Pete Sylvester. Lita, you're from the show. There you are. So if another investigator deals damage to a monster in your space, Lita Chandler deals 1 damage to that monster. We also get the set aside Masked Hunter. He's also from the show. Oh my god, it's that guy. Hello. Take cards 13 through 17 from the archive. Shuffle each of the top 2 cards of the corresponding neighborhood deck. Place 1 marker face down in each neighborhood. Add the card 12 to the codex and return this card to the archive. No problem. Consider it done. No, I like to think when you're playing a game of Arkham Horror, all the other cults stop for a little bit. They're like, yeah. No, we'll be chill. We'll be chill. You do you. This week is the Umordhoth show. Umordhoth, you take your time, man. You take your time. Okay. Card 12. Between your own investigation and Lita Chandler's discovery thus far, it seems that a group of cultists is active within Arkham. They cover up the disappearances, Lita explains. They've been doing this for years, but we've only just noticed. How is that possible? The cult must be larger than I imagined. If you're to save Arkham from the ghouls and their hungering master, you'll need to find and dismantle this cult. After a worshipper of Umordhoth spawns, discard the marker in its neighborhood. After a worshipper is defeated, return the worshipper to the game box and place one marker on the scenario sheet. After the 5th marker is placed on the scenario sheet, if card 11 is still in the codex, flip that card. Okay, but then our second action, we're going to attack this guy with the baseball bat. So we have -2, so that's a little bit spooky. So we have 2, 5. So we roll 3 dice. All right. We're going to discard a will. To add a success to this result. It does damage our baseball bat, but we do get to put 2 damage on this guy. Alright, now we go to the enemy phase. This guy comes here. And then he attacks us. So we're going to put the damage on us. We're going to put the horror damage on the Token of Faith, which allows us to recover 1 sanity. Very nice. And then this guy is going to beat the absolute crap out of Daniel Chesterfield. Justin, if you were stuck in a crazed Cthulhu city, which evil deity or being would you worship? Hastur, easily. Don't even need to think about it. Don't even need to think about it. It's my boy, Hastur. Hey, it's me, your boy, Hastur. I'm your boy. All right. First card here. Boom. Headline. Give me a rumor, please. Deputy detects dastardly deeds, missing persons, other odd occurrences plague Arkham neighborhood. Deputy Dingby in pursuit of person of interest. Resident, that's all we need. By Minnie Klein, staff writer, Arkham, Mass. If there are 1 or more clues in your neighborhood, you become wanted. There are not. Doom. Hibbs Roadhouse. Hey, that's where I am. Silas, you have a Doom, which is going to be on the police station in Hibbs Roadhouse. So this is not good. We are falling behind quicker than I'd like. Headline. Give me one with a rumor, please. Banned books bandied about. Underground reading circles trade copies of forbidden texts. Libraries, schools threatened. What about the First Amendment by A Wong? A Wong. A Wong. For each clue you have, you suffer 1 horror unless you discard that clue. I would like to suffer a horror. Okay. Well, we're going to attack this vicious glutton. So we have 8 -1, so we're going to roll 7 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He is dead. We gain a remnant, which we don't need. But I'm happy we have it. I'm happy we have it. Yeah, I'm probably going to try to kill that guy next turn. So I think we just have to... We're going to just try to ward again. It hasn't been successful. We're going to roll 6 and a 5 here. Or 2 3s. God dang, Silas. You can't just roll a single success, huh? You scrub. Alright, we're going to try to masked hunter this guy. We have 3 to 2. We just need 1 success to kill him. He's dead. Um, place one marker on the sheet. Okay, cool. Beautiful. All right, then we're going to try to do some warding. Okay, we got to go to the encounter phase. We're at Hibbs Roadhouse. A pair of strangers with out-of-town accents interrupt your drink with a few questions. We have an eyeball check, so that's 3. We fail. They pin it on you. A crime. I become wanted. I may not gain reputation talents. Test handshake. If you fail, put this card. Okay, cool. Now, Silas over here, you're still at the general store just having a good time. The store is open for business. But you're the only customer. You may buy any number of common items from the display. I have $1. I don't think I want pepper. Thank you, though. David E. Schaffner mentions that Herman Collins bought out all of his meat last week. Spawn the set-aside Herman Collins monster. We know him. At the graveyard. And return this to the archive. Easy. Easy. Okay. Mythos Phase. We have a gate burst and we have a rogue comet approaching, so things are a little bit spooky. I'll tell you that much right now. We have a Doom. That is going to go on Arkham Asylum. Oh, you hate to see it. Spawn a clue. We're going to put one on Uptown. Uptown, do. Alright, Silas, I think you got to start making your way to Uptown. Actually, you probably have to go kill Herman Collins. Yeah, we're going to try to kill that old man. And your second one, Silas, is a monster. Man, I think I said this earlier, but my one spawn at street nearest play. Lowest brain. They're tied. You can put him here. My biggest complaint with this game is still the fact that the Mythos phase is I think it's just a bit too clunky. Actually, we want to put him here. I think we're okay with him going to Silas. Are we? Oh my god! No, I think we have to get the frick out of here. I think we have to get the frick out of here. Discard the marker in its neighborhood. Boom. All right, we're going to move in here. We're going to say hello to Mr. Herman Collins, and then we're going to shoot him with a shotgun. So we get to roll 7 dice. Silas. We got a 6. He takes 3 damage. He is dead. He's dead. Sweet. All right, Stella's going to move. 1, 2. And then we're going to actually move with our ability. Our delivery truck. So we're going to go 1, 2. And then we can trade afterward. We're going to give Lita Chandler to Silas. I think he is going to take better advantage of it than Lita would. Than Stella would. This guy's going to go 1, 2. And then we're going to go to the encounter phase, which unfortunately is still just a bunch of the general store. The storm clouds part, and a shaft of golden sunlight spills down on you. The smell of the rain and warmth of the sun makes you feel invincible. You become blessed! Oh my god! Oh! I can buy something from Davy Schaffner. No, I do not have the cash. Silas! You bang on the door. Hold your horses. Just let me get my drawers on. After a moment, the door opens and you rush inside. You may buy any number of common items. No! Thank you, though. Let's do this. Boom! Yuck. Okay, so we place a doom on this. We are going to spend a clue so we don't have a gate burst this turn. And then we test handshake. We roll 2. We are successful. Cool. And then over here we flip this card, Tainted. Your tainted blood calls to something in the darkness with a resonance you feel deep in your core tonight. Something calls back. Test brain. Based on the number of successes, which is 1. Spawn 1 monster in our space. Discard this card. We're no longer tainted! Second one here is a blank. Silas's number 1 is a gate burst. That's... the south side is the best place for that, to be honest. We're about to have a cataclysm of epic proportions, though. Like, it's about to get bad. I'll tell you that much right now. By the way, if you're watching and you want to win some sleeves from Riker Games, you have your choice of either the Arkham Horror 3rd Edition game kit or Arkham Horror the card game kit. And as I was saying earlier, if you need sleeves for your game, you always need sleeves for games, especially the Arkham Horror card game one, because you get a bunch of sleeves of normal card game size and juicy. And if you don't have your Arkham Horror 3rd Edition but you own it, hey, pick up enter for your chance to win. Of note, it is for North American viewers only. However, it's going to be sick. We're going to do a second giveaway later as well, so you'll have 2 chances to win, but it is now our turn. And if you want to enter, I think you can enter on the site or through chat, which is !ticket space 1. Okay. I just bought 300 sleeves. Oof. You know, you can always use more, though. And these ones are free. Absolutely free. So you might as well enter. Okay. So I think we're going to start with Stella. And we're going to try to seal some stuff here. We're going to ward away some doom. We get rid of 2 of them. You know what that gives us, folks? You say it in chat. Remnant. Then we're going to move. We're going to bring Silas with us. Yeah, and if you don't have cards to put them on, use them as improvised cat booties. Or, this is the perfect time to get into a card game. May I recommend Arkham Horror the card game? You can find a ton of content of that on our channel playing board games. And I like to think we're pretty good at making Arkham Horror the card game content. All right, Silas, let's kill this man. We have 8 dice. He's dead. Honestly, for our next action, we're just going to try to ward. No, we can focus a strength. Probably focusing a strength is going to be better here. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, he says. We might go after him, to be honest, as Silas. We might go challenge him in the arena. Uptown. We're on Hangman's Hill. A large winged creature is wounded, unable to fly. You try to catch the creature alive with a strength. So we roll 2 dice. We pass. If you pass, you send it. Oh, after you fail a test, you discard this card. A large winged creature is wounded. You pass, you send it to the university for study. Gain 1 remnant and 1 clue from your neighborhood. Sweet. And Silas. Hangman's Hill. A Nikon grabs you and carries you high into the sky. Doing a brain check. If you pass, you remain calm until it sets you down safely near a nest of collected treasures. You gain 1 common item and 1 clue from your neighborhood. That's so funny. I do hear Justin's the best Arkham Horror TCG content creator in at least 5 dimensions. It is true. It is true. I can also confirm in at least 5 dimensions we're doing pretty all right. All right, let's see what treasure he had in there. He had an encyclopedia. Okay, Mythos Phase. So we're going to get a monster, a blank, and a clue. Okay, not bad. Spawn a clue in Rivertown. Oh, I should have focused something as Stella because I moved forward that 1 turn. So we're going to grab a brain focus. Give me the brain. Stella's second is spawn a monster. Spawn an unstable space, which is St. Mary's Hospital, which is right here. Silas gets a blank. And then we throw everything back into the pot. It is true. I'll never beat Russell in the 6th dimension. It's impossible. Headline. We have no one to blame but ourselves. Opinion. Our choices have placed us on this path. New civic engagement required. Our advertiser deserves its share of the blame. By Doyle Jeffries, Editor-in-Chief, Arkham, Mass. Place 2 Doom in your space unless you gain a Dark Pack condition. And you know what? I'm going to place 2 Doom in my space. Because Stella's gonna ward. Bump, bump, bump. Stella's gonna ward for her first action today. We got 3. You know what? We're even going to focus and grab a book. Nice job. Give me that remnant. We have 5 of them. I have nothing to do them with. Nothing for them. Cool. Stella's done. Silas is going to move up here. And then we're going to attack this guy. So we have 3, we have 8. So we have 4, we have 9, but it's -1. So we have 8. We need 3 successes here. We're rolling 6 dice. He's done. He's done. Go home, nightmarish fiend. Cool. So enemy phase, we're going to have, when a monster already activates, I may choose an investigator to be its prey. I'm going to choose me. So then this guy moves here, and I get to recover up to 2 sanity. He's then going to attack me. I'm just going to go like that. Which scenario is this? This is a Feast for Umordhoth. He's hungry, he's feasting. It's going to be a good time. Hangman's Hill. Robe figures meet in the cemetery. Brain check for Stella. So she has 4. She passes. If you pass, you find something to leave behind. You gain 1 common item. A bulletproof vest. Man, thank God they left that around, huh? Whether you pass or not, you watch as one of them returns to the hospital. Spawn the set-aside Ruth Turner at the St. Mary's Hospital. Return this card to the Codex. How's it going on, Rod? By the way, we're doing a giveaway. If you are in North America, you can enter for a chance to win sleeves for Arkham Horror the card game or Arkham Horror 3rd Edition, and sleeves are always a good thing. You can do exclamation point giveaway to enter. We currently have 6 people in the giveaway, so chances are good. We currently have 7 people. Oh, no, sorry. Fuji Bayashi is just looking. But if they want to enter for a chance to win sleeves, that's the place to do it. Okay, Doom. Who's Ruth Turner? So she has, after you disengage Ruth, she is defeated. So we could try to evade her. I think we do that. I think that's going to be our next turn. No, because we need to engage her, and that's an action. Because she has elusive. She does not engage investigators in her space. I mean, Silas could technically go and kill her. Stella's first token is a blank. Stella's second token is a monster. We're about to see a lot of Doom problems happening, I'll tell you guys that one. Spawn at street nearest prey. That is now Silas. That's rough. Silas's first token is a clue. I'm going to get to that clue. And the second one is a Doom. I mean, we feasibly could send Stella over here. General store. And the graveyard. I'm a little bit stressed. I'm a little bit stressed. If we evade this guy, we can go and try to kill the Nightmarish Fiend. That's tricky. 1, 2, and then we're going to use our ability to move over here. Hopefully we can get that before it explodes. As for you, Silas, we're going to shoot the Flesh Eater. We roll a bunch of dice, but we just, yeah, he's done. It's a lot of Doom on the board. It is. It is a lot of Doom on the board. There is no denying that. All right. This guy's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We can move him here. Okay, Stella, South Side. You're in the Historical Society. The dejected curator writes canceled on the placard advertising tonight's guest speaker. Aw, no. Either test handshake to offer to replace a speaker or spend 1 remnant. Yes! 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 If you pass or spend the remnant, someone you speak with is moved by your speech. Gain 1 ally. We gain none other than Sachiko Higa. You get +2 as part of an attack action. I'm happy, but I'm also not happy. Silas, you're in Uptown, and you're at St. Mary's Hospital. Please wait your turn, says Nurse Sharon. There are a lot of patients ahead of you. Either test handshake to put on your best smile or spend a buck to make yourself a priority. If you pass or spend the money, she agrees to see you now. You or an ally recovers 3 health. I'll spend the buck to recover 3 health, because we're about to take a bunch. Done. Done, done, done. Okay. Oh, sorry. Her lurker is a place 1 doom on Hangman's Hill. I forgot that. Boom. Stella's first one is a monster. Spawn at the unstable space, which is the graveyard of the general store. Second one for Stella is a blank. We got a Doom, which is the general store. Oh my god. This is bad. Reckoning. We're going to spend a clue for the comet. Oh my god, I am not optimistic. I am not optimistic. Anyway, we're going to engage Ruth Turner, and then we're going to shoot her with a shotgun. We roll 9 dice. No successes. We got to roll 5 more. Wow. Wow. Okay, we're going to spend a book to reroll 1. We need just 1 more success. She's dead. Thank God. Get out of here, Ruth. At least that book upgrade was good for something. All right, we are 60% the way there. And then, Stella, you are going to try and ward away some doom. So that's 2. Got a remnant back. And I think we just stay here. So then for our last action, because we're just going to gain a buck. All right, so this guy moves and fights me. We take a bunch. E4 thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the goddamn table. It's a pleasure to have you. By the way, we're doing a giveaway today. You can enter. If you're in North America, you have a chance to win some sleeves for this game or Arkham Horror the card game. It's a sleeve kit. The Arkham Horror the card game sleeves work for most card games because the sleeves are just standard size for those. I'm going to use Silas's ability, so this guy comes to me, and then we recover 1 sanity. All right, you have a historical society. Please spawn somebody. The curator seems distracted. Test handshake. So we're testing 2. We fail, so we're going to spend this to pass instead. If you pass, you get access to the collection. You gain 1 curio item. Let's see what we got. Curio, Elder Sign Amulet. Oh, we have the thing. We have the thing. Whether you pass or not, Historian Elma Hill is watching you with naked contempt. Spawn the set-aside Elma Hill monster at the Historical Society and return this card to the archive. She's elusive. After you defeat her, test her. If you fail, draw 2 tokens from the Mythos Cup. Okay. Her lurker is leader draws 2 tokens from the... Oh my god, she needs to go. Luckily, we can fight pretty okay as Stella. It's stressful. I feel like we're not... Like, it's about to start crashing down. It's about to all start crashing down, and this is where it happens. Doom. How does these 2 locations sound? If your answer is not good, I do agree. I do agree. Next token. Oh, that's bad. This is bad, bad, not good. All right, Silas's first token is blank. His second is a headline. There's a clue for the last one. Yeah. All right. Purse snatchers pursued. New wave of crime in the streets. Cops have no leads. Streets toughs linked to Irish mob by A.P. Jessup, staff writer, Arkham, Mass. Headline: you suffer 2 damage unless you discard 1 item. You can have my knife, yo. I definitely don't need it. I can get by without my knife. Alright, Stella is going to engage Alma Hill, and then she's going to try to kill her. We have 2, 4, we have 7. So we're rolling 6. We need 3 successes. 2, 3. We gotta roll 1 more. She is defeated. After you defeat Alma, test book. So we're gonna roll 4 dice. We're fine. Okay, we need to defeat 1 more. But the problem is they're all the way up there. They're all the way up there. Silas! You're going to attack this guy. We have 4. We have 8 dice. He's done. Good kill, Silas. Good kill. Get your remnant. And then our next action, we're going to move 1, 2. This should be gone. Are we in a bad place? Yes. Are we going to lose? Jury's still out, to be honest. Jury's still out. All right, enemy phase. I'm going to have Silas be this guy's prey again. So this guy's going to move here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, both are fine. We'll heal the sanity. Silas's ability seems actually really good. It seems really good. All right, so let's do some encounters. South side, starting with Stella. She's in the Historical Society. After discussion about local legends, you speak to one of the society's guests. Handshake. We're passing. If you pass, you make a new friend with insights about the Devourer below. You gain 1 ally and 1 clue from your neighborhood. And that ally is none other than Delilah O'Rourke. After you deal damage to a monster as part of an attack action, you may deal 1 additional damage to a monster in your space. Theo, I am playing the Feast for Umordhoth. The Feast for the tasty, tasty Umordhoth. Silas is in the South Church. What the frick is a dark blessing? Oh, it's probably a unique item. You step into the hush of the confessional and release a sigh. An unnatural darkness clings to the chamber, and a sinister, rattling voice whispers to you from behind the curtain. The power you seek is yours for the taking. You may gain a dark pact condition to gain a dark blessing. Let's do it! I'll never say no to Satan. I'll never say no to Satan. Dark blessing. So dark blessing. While you're resolving a test, 4, 5s, and 6s count as successes. Roll 2 dice while resolving the dark pact. You cannot become blessed or cursed. Discard them. I mean, seems pretty sick. Seems kind of good and flavorful for the chaos that is about to rain down on all of us. Last token is a clue. We're going to spawn a clue in Uptown. No, 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 no. And then everything's back in the bag, which is both good and bad. Yay! Good and bad. Boop. Gate burst. That's awful. All right, so. And this goes like that, which goes like that, which goes like that. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Blank. Next one here. Oh, sorry, I have one more. I have one more because we drew a clue first. One more. Headline. Truckers' strike leads to shortages. Trade unions are at it again. Food necessities affected. Are unions communist? Looks like a tough situation already, Justin. Yeah, man, it's getting pretty tough. It's getting pretty tough here. By A.P. Jessup, staff writer, Arkham, Mass. Headline, rumor, add this card to the codex and discard all other rumor headlines. It's about time! The value of each item in the display is increased by 2 for as long as this card is in the codex. Before you would buy one or more items from the display, you may test Handshake -1. If you pass, ignore this card for the round. Alright. We have a lot of choices to make here. And the choices... Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with Stella. And she's going to attempt to ward this location. 4 dice. We remove all the doom. That's huge. That is huge. She's then going to move 1, 2, 3, paying the extra $1. And with that $1, we can, each time you move out of space, each of the unengaged investigators can move with you. Silas is going to focus a book, and he is going to try to ward some doom in this location. Silas, you magnificent man. Thank you for doing that. We're going to make Silas his prey again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to go 1, 2. Encounters. Rivertown. Stella. Graveyard. After a dozen bodies are scattered around what's left of a ritual... Why am I doing my newspaper voice? Some among the mausoleums gain 1 remnant. I don't want that. You may suffer 1 horror to search through the carnage more carefully. If you do, you can... gain additional remnant. Snore. Silas. Graveyard. Ghouls have taken over the graveyard, attacking all intruders. We're going to do a strength check. We have 4 dice. We pass. The wounded creatures offer you money and information in exchange for mercy. You gain $3 and a clue from your neighborhood. Okay, we would love to see 2 blanks and 2 clues here. Oh, there's a blank. We're on our way. We're on our way. Well, that's a headline. That's also fine. Night terrors terrify nightly. Bad dreams. Sleepwalking afflict county. Sleepers sometimes injure themselves and others. 2 deaths reported so far by Minnie Klein, staff writer, Dunwich, Massachusetts. Headline, test brain. You suffer 3 damage, prevent 1 damage for each success rolled. We rolled 2 successes, we'll take 1 damage. And I'm going to put that on my bulletproof vest. Yeah, ghouls are the 1%. 100% they're the 1%. Alright. Silas's number 1 is a Doom. That's spooky. It's on Ma's boarding house, which is the one I did not clear. So we're going to flip this card. If card 10 is still in the codex, flip that card before continuing. Shadows gather around Hangman's Hill, a deep and unaccountable darkness that sends people and animals fleeing for their homes. The shadows form a shape that is too dark to resolve, or too fluid, or too awful to contemplate. Umordhoth has come. Take card 19. You all know him, it's Umordhoth, and spawned at Hangman's Hill. Add card 18 to the codex and return this card. The reason for the mysterious disappearances stands revealed as the shapeless enormity of Umordhoth stalks Arkham. Everywhere it goes, it consumes corpses, worshippers, livestock, townsfolk. The devourer below makes no distinction. It eats everything and everyone in its path. Yet some intelligence guides its movements. As it draws inexorably closer to you, you can feel its hunger clawing at your mind. You can twinned to a hatred more intense than merely mortal. Umordhoth hungers, but is your flesh in particular craves. The Umordhoth's epic health monster is reduced by 2 for each marker on the scenario sheet. After he's defeated, we flip card 12. We just gotta kill this guy? So we'll count down for his health. That's what we always do. So it's reduced by 2 for each marker, so it's reduced by 8. So this guy has 16, so he has 8 health remaining. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start by warding our space. So we'll have 4 dice. How would you rank 3E in relation to 2E and Eldritch? Oh, that's a great question, and one that I actually can answer. I like 3rd edition the least compared to them. However, Arkham Horror and 3rd and 2nd edition are both really good. They're just offer different experiences. Eldritch is my favorite of the 3, not including Arkham Horror, the living card game, just because Arkham Horror, the card game, is kind of like its own separate thing, right? It's like its own entity. It doesn't play similar. The 3 dice chucker games, Eldritch Horror is my favorite because it's the most modular while also having a goal. 2nd edition is the most sandbox, so your goal is kind of like not, it's there, but it's like always the same. And the game is kind of more of like an experience than it is a game. And then Arkham Horror 3rd edition, your goal is always going to be the same because the emergent story has like a fixed narrative. However, it is the most game of them. I think it is a good game, and I really like Arkham Horror 3rd edition. I really enjoy it, and I'm having a great time playing it. But it's definitely more gamey and less flavor than the other ones. How does Mansions fit? Mansions is really fun. Very heavy on story, but it has the least replayability of all of them. It also happens to be the most expensive, and it's the one that I think is best for new players, but I think it is the least enjoyable to play, in my mind. However, it still is very good and very, very, very fun. Oh, Chain Dream, you can't just do that. You can't just make Umordhoth first player. We don't know what sort of cataclysmic effects that's going to have. I actually have a video on our YouTube channel. If someone doesn't mind doing exclamation point YouTube in the chat, you can search Arkham Files Buy Guide, and I actually talk about all these games there. Elder Sign's really fun. It's the most simple. It's my least favorite game, but I also still really enjoy it. If you want Yahtzee, that's how you can do it. So on that channel, if you search Arkham Files Buy Guide, I have a video where I break this down in detail, even more detail than I talk about here. Rewarding. We're happy with that. Hello, out of topic question. I cannot answer that question, but maybe someone else will. I will not be answering that, but somebody else could potentially help you there. All right, we're going to use our delivery truck, and we're going to trade beforehand. Sachiko Higa. And I think you take these two, Salas, because you're going into boss killer mode. Your goal is to kill Umordhoth. And Stella's coming up here. When's the next Lord of the Rings card game progression quest video coming? Probably not till after Christmas. Brendan and I talked about it, but things have been just so busy. I've had to record a whole month's worth of Arkham content in the last 2 weeks. So I've been swamped. I haven't stopped recording content. As well, Brett London, you can also join our Discord channel. If someone wants to do exclamation point Discord, some people will help you there as well. Salas, 1, 2, spend the money to go 3. Hello, Umordhoth. I'm here to kill you. Okay, so we have 3, 4, 9, 11, minus 2, so we roll 9 dice. So this is your full-time job? Yeah. It's not, I still have to do some gig work when I can get it, but it's getting to the point where I'm actually able to do this full-time right now. It also helps that I just don't spend money. I'm very good at not spending money. All right, we have 9 dice. 8 successes kill our boy, because he has 16 health, minus 2 for each of those. All right, so we got 3 successes. We roll 3 more dice. That's awful. So 3 successes. We have 4 successes with Lita. We can spend this book one to roll an additional die. So that's 5 successes. And we can spend 2 of these to roll 2 more dice. So that's 5 successes. I mean, we're not going to complain about that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from Lita. What kind of gigs? Anything in the film industry. I work in the film industry part-time. Less than I had to before, but film is, I can do any job on a film set. Except for probably the big one like cinematography. Anything else I can do. All right. 1, 2. And then this guy attacks. Once per round, if 2 or more horror will be dealt to this card, prevent 1 of that horror. So we're going to deal 2 to this instead of 3. Likewise, this also is just going to take 2. Who would have thought? Just take the fight to Umordhoth. Police station. You have an encounter. You share your findings with Sheriff Angle. Make a handshake test. Oh, sorry. We moved 2 spaces. We pass. He offers you some off-the-books help. You gain 1 common item. It is finally time to take that ground pepper. You know what? 3-bod VX, I'm banning you. Because I don't think you're real. Or maybe at one point you were real, but then you were consumed. You were consumed. Who knows? We got the pepper. Whether you pass or not, one particular cop was listening intently, spawned the set-aside Billy Cooper monster at the police station. He goes with you. Umordhoth. Oh my god. Almarex, that is... I love that. That is so funny. That is... I don't know why, but that's the funniest thing I've heard in a long time. It just... It hits me perfectly. Oh, I can fluff synthetic. If they need someone to fluff, I'll frickin' fluff. Alright. Stella, your first one is spawning a clue. I'll get that done when I see the second one, which is spawning a clue. Alright, sure, I'll do that. My cup almost fell. Man, there are a lot of happenings over here at Uptown. I'll tell you that much right now. And the next one is at, you guessed it, Uptown. Silas. By the way, if you haven't entered the giveaway yet, we are nearing the end of the game, so you should be prepared. Join and get the draw. Get in the draw, Moz Boarding House. Get in the draw, now's your chance. Second one is a Doom. And that's going to go on the Black Cave. This game's fun, man. It's a fun game. Anyway, let's blow them out of the sky. We have 9 dice. So that is 1 success, 1, 2, so we roll 3 more. Are you kidding me? Let's roll again. We just need a 6. We actually just need a 4, 5, or a 6. Wow. He'll take 2 damage. Like, I do think ultimately we're fine. Unless our Dark Pact goes really south. I mean, I actually think if we kill Billy Cooper, the game's also over. So let's try to kill Billy Cooper. So we're going to focus a strength as Stella. So then we roll 5 dice. He's dead. We place a marker on this sheet. And that reduces Umordhoth's health by another 2. Which, because you count up in damage, I'm just counting down for you guys. That's done. I would love to see if you guys play Arkham Horror 1st Edition. I also would love that. If I can get my hands on a copy, that would be really sick. Flip card 12. Sorry, flip card 12, not this one. With a final ear-drilling shriek, Umordhoth bursts into a cloud of smoke, like Lost. As the weak sunlight of an Arkham morning stabs through the clouds, even the smoke dissipates. The ghouls, what few of them still remain above ground, howl in fear and run loping on all fours for the sewers, caverns, and drain pipes of the city. Knowing that such creatures dwell beneath Arkham, you may never sleep soundly again, but at least you have defeated their god. At least you have shown them that the human beings of the city above are not prey to be feasted upon, but predators to be feared in their own right. The investigators win the GD game. Let's go. Riding on the back of that shotgun. Not too bad of a Dark Pact either, actually. I don't know if I played Witch of Salem. I don't think I have. Man, that Dark Blessing was kind of really clutch. That shotgun was also really clutch. Honestly, this game, you just get a lot of items. You need items. Most important part of this game. Get those items going and you're going to be okay. You're going to be A-okay. Thanks for watching, everybody on YouTube. You guys have a good one. I'll see you guys. We're doing one more here on stream. Then we're going to do a whole nother run. We're going to do a whole nother scenario. The stream is only halfway done. Thanks for watching on YouTube. The next episode will be out next week. Have a good one. And as always, GG's.